We'll talk a little bit more about the book, but I want to talk to her about the success that she's had and how she used her life to help other people look good in their lives. I'm Scoot with Rhonda Shear. We'll be back. How did you avoid the casting couch? Did you?
I did. I mean, it was presented to me in ways like the first person I ever met when I went out to Hollywood. I was 23 years old, and an agent sent me to see Ray Stark, who produced Funny Girl and Funny Lady and iconic films, at his office on the set of, I want to say Universal. I know it was in the Valley. Anyway, so there I am with my little portfolio from Louisiana with my Shape Spa commercial ads in it. Hello, Mr. Stark. I was like shaking. I was so excited. And so they would do these general meetings back then. You didn't have to read for a part, but just to meet and greet. So he's looking through my portfolio and he goes, "You're a very lovely young lady, and I know you'll do well in Hollywood, but you have to be willing to wallow in the dirt of Hollywood to get ahead."
He was that honest with you?
And he then said, yes. I'm sure he said that. That's exactly what he said. It's emblazoned in my brain forever. And he said, "So I would really like you to meet me this weekend at my my home in Palm Springs." So, I mean, I was flabbergasted, and I didn't want to say no. I knew it was going to be no. I wasn't going anywhere. But somehow I giggled, "Oh, I'll let you know." I don't know. Whatever I said, I would have answered differently today than I was at 23. But I said, "Well, thank you for the meeting, and I'll let you know, blah, blah, blah." I got on the phone, payphones back then, called my agent from outside his office and said, "I really feel like you may have set me up on this." Even just saying that to her was kind of brave. It was her female modeling agency. Mm-hmm. Never heard from her again. So she was definitely getting kickbacks for the girls that he probably took back and had his way with. So I mean, he was huge. I mean, he was as like a Harvey Weinstein. Then that one agent who handed Linda Evans, manager, Mike Greenfield, is still around. He's VP of Hysteria Films. Anyway, he's the one who used to call my parents all the time. He goes, "I really like your daughter. If she'd sleep with me, I'll make her a star." To my parents.
Yeah, that's something that I would never think to call and ask somebody's parents. I mean, that's a little crazy. I was always impressed when I saw you on the different shopping channels when I knew that you were doing something to, things had changed for you in some ways, and you were helping women look better.
Yeah, and my ever-changing body. Van loves that. He met me in high school, 12 years old. Okay, no, seriously, what happened is when Van and I got married, and we didn't really think through a business plan, so he asked me what I wanted to do. He was living in Lafayette. I was living in LA. And I said I had always wanted to design and manufacture, even though I didn't have a fashion. I mean, I loved fashion, but that wasn't my degree. Anyway, long story short, we put together a line. We heard that HSN was looking for someone in our niche, in the intimate apparel niche. We put together a line that I bought from other people's lines and we labeled it. I mean, you can do that. It's legitimate that you can do that. You can buy from China. And so we bought a few pieces, went on the air. We sold out immediately. And then Van's there handling, going, "Wow, this could be amazing." So I had that on air. I wasn't afraid to speak and just talk about, bras and panties or anything like that and get down with my girls. So we went back on air, started to get more product. Then we started designing product from scratch, manufacturing from scratch, very slow because we didn't really have the money. We had to do it on our own. But slowly but surely, we built this business by just putting our own money back in over and over and over, staying lean and doing that, and believing in ourselves. And now we have 40,000 square feet of design center, the world's best-selling bra to this day called the Bra. We've sold 35,000 of them. 35 million in 34 countries.
But I was impressed that you were recognizing that not every woman has the perfect body.
Right. Well, it was this way. I wanted to do a bra that was, because in all those times on Up All Night, I was definitely squeezed into pretty uncomfortable, which is fine. I love looking great and having the girls.
Let's be honest. I mean, of course
it's uncomfortable.
Of course, it can't be comfortable.
I don't care who you are, what girl, what age. No one likes it, and high heels are not comfortable after an hour, no matter how small, big you are. So I wanted to do something comfortable that was universal. And so it was out of a need. Most inventors invent out of a need for themselves. So I invented this bra, which is a knitted bra, and then from that came all the. I mean, I have thousands of products. It isn't just. I'm known for the bra, but we have a whole line of leisure wear and everything else, which is really exciting. But you do invent for yourself, and yes, I wanted to make it better. So I have all these wonderful breast cancer survivors and people who've gone through augmentation, all kinds of who testimonial and say to me, "Thank you for changing the way I feel about my body. Thank you for changing. I feel like a woman." So that is the most rewarding thing at my age that I've ever done. As much as I love stand-up and getting the laughs, when I got the laughs, this is the best. Live on Facebook, which is so exciting, and we're broadcasting with many cameras from the Omni Roller Lanes in the heart of the French Quarter, and it is my official book signing in New Orleans, and I already have friends here, and Ruben and I have been friends for a long time on Facebook, and he was an Up All Night fan, and he was my first official book buyer. My first official sale here in New Orleans, and it's been an amazing, last few days we've done a ton of press. We have a great DJ, we're going to have dancing, we have a bar, we have a food station and popcorn, and this is the most beautiful ballroom in the city of New Orleans. So enjoy, and hopefully I'll sign some books, or at least one. I did sign one. So that's...
I saw Rhonda on WWL TV this morning. I saw her on, I watched her on Up All Night in the 90s when I was a young guy with my dad every weekend.
He did, when he was, because he's the same age as Thomas.
Yeah.
So he watched with his father. I just know that I won Best B Star for that.
Right here. 1, 2, 3.
Good evening, I'm Peggy Scott Laborde, and welcome to Steppin' Out, spotlighting the New Orleans area's arts and entertainment scene. Seated at our table tonight, an actress, comedian, entrepreneur, and former Orleanian, always with New Orleans in her heart, Rhonda Shear, who will be talking about her brand new book and also her amazing enterprises too. Great to see you.
Same
Hello.
here. But and becoming an entrepreneur or changing careers in the middle of your life, or midlife, changing careers from a stand-up comic, actress to literally a designer, you can do it. So it has a lot of.
It's very empowering.
It's very empowering, and so it's exciting for me. It really is exciting.
I love the way that you've combined a sense of humor,
Right.
being a comedian, being a beauty queen, I mean, and so many more things in between. A politician, that's right, a politician, a New Orleans girl, but also your own multi-million-dollar company. Creator of the Avra.
Our Avra, and the #1 selling bra in the world, 35 million sold in 34 countries, and we've won Ernst & Young for that, the fastest growing female-owned business. So exciting times.
Now, when you travel around, do you do appearances and talk about your company and building the
Doing
company?
a lot of speaking in front of women's organizations, in front of business organizations. Spoke at Loyola in front of the School of Mass Communication, which is where I graduated from many years ago. So yes, I'm really enjoying that part because I never realized at some point in my life I'd be considered an entrepreneur. I always thought I would be an actress, but great teamship, partnership with my husband, and I've really enjoyed this journey.
Now, some New Orleans memories. What was your neighborhood when you grew up?
Born uptown, but grew up in the lakefront, on the Lake Shore, in East and West Lake Shore. So,
High
when
school?
Kennedy, and then my last year, Mount Carmel. Very eclectic.
You were a cub.
And then a Jews. Yes, I was a gator, a cougar. Yeah, I was everything, and I'm still that, I guess. But I love New Orleans. It's totally part of who I am. I always kid about that I'm a gumbo, and I'm a good cook. I'm not a chef, but I love cooking for my friends in Florida because they eat up literally New Orleans food, and no one can cook like a New Orleanian.
Well, congratulations on all your
so
success.
much. Thank you so much for having me
Absolutely.
on.
You bet.
Hi, gorgeous. How are you? I'm fine. Good, you look great. Thank you. Well,
She always looks good. You look
I'm
so
fluffy,
cute.
but I'm never. No, you're not.
I am.
Fluffy. Just fluffy. That's why we're all fluffy, and I don't care because the first place I hit was Galafoss. Father Carter.
Hey, girl.
Father Carter stayed
doing?
till 1:30 in the morning with us last night. Father Carter, he hung in Loyola. He lived on Loyola. Okay, and I'm like, are you sure you gave me your diploma?
And my dad is a huge fan, so I'm getting him a book
All right.
for Christmas.
Oh, that's
His
so
name's
sweet.
Rusty.
That's so sweet of
Yeah.
you. I wish my dad would have been that easy.
Yeah, when I saw you were coming doing a signing last night, I was like going through everything. So I know I got some Rhonda stuff that I could bring her. And when I found that, I was like, oh, this is gonna be
Boy,
a trip.
that's amazing. I have to tell you that is amazing. Can I open it to see what you I'll let that dry for a second. Now that is locked. Look at this, and he kept it in good condition. So in my fan club, you've got a Sizzle Kiss.
That's right.
You've got the Rhonda Playboy. My sister Nona did that, of course. Then you've got like a newsletter of all these things that I did, and that's a picture that I never had of Gilbert with his hand on my.
Of course.
Yes. Wow, this is amazing. And wait a minute. And then,
Of course.
and
Just
then
be
this.
careful when you open that.
Oh, I'm scared. I know what they are, but
You got lots of little.
OMG, OMG, that is awesome.
I thought that would be a nice
Back in the
blast
day,
from the past.
these were,
yeah.
and who would think that I would end up in the intimate apparel business? Wait a minute, that's my Nice meeting you.
This is another thing that I don't even know if you knew existed. Right
No. But look, I was a #1 star on the Rise.
You're still #1.
Thank you. Well, my book, you're going to like the book. It has a lot
I can't wait
of
to read
stories
it.
in there.
I cannot wait to
And
read
people
it.
who didn't, don't even know me from that. They've really enjoyed it. So, wow. Thank
Right.
you.